If you haven't got your home learning book and pencil, if you'd like to go and get those now, just pause the video. Right, we're going to get started. You're going to need your home learning book and pencil straight away. You're going to need them today for just the starter part of it. So we've been thinking lots about 5 minutes this week, haven't we? Because we know that in time, every time the minute hand, the long hand, moves to the next number, it has moved 5 minutes. So it goes, 5 past, 10 past, 15 past, which we know is quarter past, 20 past, 25 past, 30 minutes past, half past. So let's just think about our numbers of fives. I'm going to just do a little bit of mental maths. So I don't want to see any fingers, okay? No counting on fingers. This is mental maths. It should be quick. So let's start with some easier ones. So I'm going to model this one to you. So I'm looking at this thinking, well, 60 is 6 tens. 30 is 3 tens. If I know 6 and 3 gives me 9, 6 tens and 3 tens gives me 9 tens. So I know that's going to be 90. Okay? You've got 2. Write them down. Write your answers. Off you go. Okay, should be coming to the end of that 20 plus 50. 2 plus 5 is. So 20 plus 50 is 70. Next one. If you need to pause the video, that's absolutely fine. 10 plus 90, pause if you need to. So that's 1 10 and 9 tens. 1 and 9 give us 10. So 1 10 and 9 10 give us 10 tens. 10 tens are 100. Okay, next 3. Here we've got some units going on here as well. Write down the first one. 15 plus 40. I've got 4 tens here and another 10 here. So that's 5 tens, 50, plus my 5, 55. If you need to pause the video after each one, that's absolutely fine to have a little bit of working time. 10 plus 65. 65 plus one more 10. It has 6 tens. Now it's got 7 tens, 75. 80 plus 25, write it in your book. 80, 8 tens. 25 has got how many tens? 2. So 8 tens and 2 tens gives us 10 tens. 10 tens are 100. And then look, we've got these 5 units. 105. Okay, last lot. Again, if this is too quick, don't worry. Just pause the video, do what's right for you. This time we've got 2 lots of 5 we're adding. So we've got to really be careful about remembering that extra 10. This is something that often year 2s and actually year 3 still sometimes forget to add the extra 10 in. So if I'm looking at this, I know I've got 8 tens here and 85. And a 5 and a 5 give me an extra 10, give me one more 10. So my answer is then 90. Okay, that's a nice one to start with. Let's go through the others. Okay, write down the next one in your book. 35 plus 35. How many tens in this number? 3. So I've got 3 tens here and 3 tens here. That gives me 6 tens, 60. Then I have another 10 from the 5 and the 5. So I have 6. I have 7 tens now, 70. Next one. How many tens here in 45? How many tens in 55? Add those together and you get 90. And then we've got 2 5s here that give us another 10. So we've now got 100. Pause the video if you need to. Write down 25 plus 65. 25 add 65. The total of 25 plus 65. Okay, how many tens in 25? How many tens in 65? So 2 tens and 6 tens gives us 8 tens. Don't forget we get an extra 10 from the 2 5s. So that then gives us 90. Write the last one down. How many 10s in 75? 7. How many 10s in 15? 1. So 7 plus 1 gives us 8. We've got 8 10s already. Add the 2 5s. We now have another 10. We have 90. Okay. How did you get on? If it was a bit quick for you, don't worry. It's a good thing to practice at home, adding two-digit numbers. If you start with multiples of 5, it's a nice way to start. Okay, so let's carry on with our maths today. You can put your pencil down for a second. So we're actually going to put the last 2 days of time together. Okay, so we focused on the first day on what do we call that? This side, the past side. What do we call this side? The to side. So we did the past side on Monday. We did the to side on Tuesday. Today we're just going to put them together. Okay, and again, we can go at your speed. When we get to independent practice, and you can just do the minute hand. That's absolutely fine. So just a little reminder: 5 past, 10 past, 15 past, which we call quarter past, 20 past, 25 past, half past. This is the past side. It's saying how many minutes past the hour. And then it switches, doesn't it? Halfway around, it switches to, oh, I'm really excited. I want to get to the next hour. How many minutes to the next hour? How many minutes to the next hour? And if you're here, there are 5, 10, 15, 20, 25 minutes to go to the next hour. Here there are 20 minutes to go to the next hour. Here there are 15 minutes to go to the next hour, but we know we call it quarter to. If the minute hand is here, there are 10 minutes to go. And if the minute hand is here, there are 5 minutes to go. So let's do a little bit of practicing just with the minute hand. Okay, I'm going to just put a past over here and a to over here. So just want you to call it out. You don't need to write anything down. Time is that, just with the minute hand. How many minutes? It's on the past side. How many minutes past? 10 past. Okay. We're still on the past side here. How many minutes past the hour? 5, 10, 15, 20, 25 minutes past. 25 past. Okay. What about here? We're on the to side now, aren't we? How many minutes to the next hour? There are just 5 minutes to the next hour. 5 to. 5 to. What about this one? We're on the to side. How many minutes to the next hour? 20. There are 20 minutes to the next hour. Right, I'm going to actually just going to send you off and practice that, get you to practice that yourself. Now, what you will see on the Word document, if you're in Teams, on the PDF, if you're on come through the website, you will see that there are 3 different websites. The first one says just the minute hand. And if you click on that one, you will get to this website. And it's just got the minute hand. Okay, so if you want to just keep to the minute hand, that's great. Okay, if it's right for you, then just do that. So what I'm doing here, there is a tablet version. If you're on a tablet, just click that bit and it will make sure that it's that you'll be able to read it and see it properly on the tablet. So I'm just looking at the minute hand. It's funny, isn't it? Do you notice this long hand doesn't quite touch the minute? So long hands sometimes do look slightly different, but we can still tell it's a long hand. It's not a short one. It's still a long hand. So what's it pointing to here? Is it the past or the to side? Definitely past. How many minutes past? It is 10 past. Okay, so you can see you tap on the right labels. Once you're happy with it, press go. Now, and the minute I'm in a 1 minute timer, I might just put it to 10 minutes when I start, and that just gives me lots of time and I don't need to panic. I don't need to worry about it. If you want to time yourself because you want to get faster, you're quite good at it already, then use the 1 minute. What's this one? It's on the past side, isn't it? How many minutes past? 25 past. Go. Okay, so for those of you who are stopping at this point, that is what I'd like you to go off and do, and that is your independent practice today. Those of you who are going to carry on with me, Now again, just carry on if you know that if you have been doing the hour hand the last 2 days. Okay. If you haven't done the hour hand yet, but you think that you're now ready for it, I'm going to get you to go back to Monday's lesson and do the second half of it and do the hour hand. And then do Tuesday's lesson and do the second part of it, the hour hand. Okay, that will be the best thing for you to do. Those of you who have been doing the hour hand up until this point, let's carry on. So we said that this was 22. Oh, sorry. I've got a little noise going there because I ran out of time on the game. Right, let's carry on here. So let me move this to a sensible position. So this is the 2 side. How many minutes? 2, 5, 10, 15 is 22. 20 to what? What hour is it coming up to? It's coming up to the 12, 22:12. Okay, you're going to do 4 more with me and then you're going to carry on yourself. Oops, a daisy, sorry. Clicking everything now, aren't I? Okay, what time is that? It's the past side. So I'm looking at past. It is 10 past 6. It's gone past the 6. 10 past 6. Right, 3 more. What time is that? It's halfway round. So it's half past. It's still past. It's still saying past. So what hour has it gone past? It's gone past the 9. Half past 9. What time is that? We're on the 2 side here, aren't we? How many minutes to? 5, 10. 10 minutes to. So what hour is it coming up to? 10 to 12. 10 to 12. And our last one. Oh, it's gone a bit wonky, hasn't it? It should be straight. You work out the minute hand while I move this one. Okay, what time is this? It's the 2 side. How many minutes to? 15 to, but remember it's one of the 4 labels. 1/4 to, so it's 1/4 of the clock to go. 1/4 to, and what hour is it coming up to? 3, 1/4 to 3. Okay, so you're going to carry on practicing this yourself. You also have 2 options. So, you have 2 options. There are 2 websites. I'll show you both in a second. This one, matching the time in words to the clock, you're telling, it gives you 3 different options and you have to choose the right one. And then the last one is where you have got to choose the right word. So let me show you what they look like. So the first one, press play. This is fine for a tablet as well. You're going to go to option 4, read the time to the nearest 5 minutes. If you have been doing, you actually knew how to tell the time to 5 minutes before starting this week's maths lessons, then go to 5, reading the time to the minute. Okay, you can challenge yourself a bit with that one. But for most of us, we're going to 4, reading the time to the nearest 5 minutes. That's what we've been doing. I'm going to do untimed, plenty of time. Okay, so it gives you a time and you have to select the correct one. So I can see I'm on the 2 side. How many minutes to? It's got 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 15, 20, 25 minutes to go. And what hour is it coming up to? It's coming up to the 9. So it's 25 minutes to 9. Okay, so you can see what to do there. That's the first one. The second game, if you want to do a little bit more or do some extra practice, it's the same as the game you saw earlier when I was just showing the children who want to do just the minute hand, but you've got both hands. So you've got to tell the time, select the correct labels. So this is our minute hand. It is slightly longer than our hour hand. Minute hand, how many minutes past? Looks like it's gone 5 minutes past the hour. And what hour has it gone past? It has just gone past the 8. 5 past 8. Okay, so those are your those are your games to do some practice yourselves. And I would suggest actually that you carry on practicing telling the time. This week, next week, over the summer, it's one of those things, it's a skill we really need. And we know from doing lots of retrieval practice in school, the more we practice something, the more we remember it, the better we get at it, the more we remember it, and it starts to go into our long-term memory once we practice over many, many weeks and months. So good luck for today. If you've come to the end of the video and you've just been doing the minute hands all week, it might be that next week you want to go back and watch the lessons again and start doing the hour hand, but take it little step by little step and do what's right for you. Okay, bye.